also.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to grind up 1 tablespoon of chia seeds.
Coffee grinder.
See, it looks like pepper almost.
Oh, wow.
That's how it looks like when it's done.
Where do you get that grinder?
Got it at a Goodwill store. And then a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, both the chia seeds and the cinnamon are good for anyone who may be diabetic or hypoglycemic because the chia seeds will hold on to the sugar and release it slowly into your body, and the cinnamon will balance out your blood sugar. So that's why I put them both in here, is so that you don't have this big rush when you eat it. I want to make it as good as possible.
Bye-bye Rocky Road.
Yeah, bye-bye Rocky Road, exactly. Okay. And then vanilla. Normally I like to put vanilla beans in it, but
I didn't find it right now.
So we substitute.
so we substitute. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then a dash of real salt. Maybe 2. And
Do you need nutmeg?
There's going to be a test after this, so they can start listening back there.
Have all these gadgets.
sometimes I do this in my blender, but I found this works better. Okay, I'm going to put this in a glass container, and then I'm going to mix some nuts into it, because I like nuts in mine.
Yeah, see, if you put that in a blender, you're going to lose a lot.
Give it a little bit.
Yeah, so
And I put in a half a cup of almonds.
Wow, that's a lot.
You know, I like my nuts. You can put any nut in here, whatever
You
your
can also
favorite.
chop them,
Yep.
depending on how you like them.
But this has got coconut oil in it, and so it kind of tastes like an almond joy, you know, when you put the almonds in it. So. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put this in the freezer to cool it down and let it absorb.
It's really no good, so I'll see you guys later.
He really likes this stuff.
Definitely going to try
So you'll be lucky if you get any. This is raw fudge.
One of the good parts about this cacao, raw cacao, is that it won't keep you up at night, where most processed chocolates have loads of caffeine in it. This has a natural caffeine, but it's very, very mild, so it won't keep you up through the night.
Less than 20% of the theobromine that's in the regular.
Is it an all bitter
Cover copy.
taste if you're not used to it, or is it?
The cacao itself is bitter, yes.
Yes.
That's why the agave's in there.
That's why we add the agave.
And that sort of picks it up just about the level of the same of the other, or maybe even better to taste.
It tastes wonderful. Wait till you taste it.
You can comment on that when we're done.
Yeah.
And then try it out, 'cause we'll be trying that out once it freezes.
Yeah, yeah. It just has to gel out.
What's it mold? It'll mold like,
Can I get it
it'll
mixed
sort of
into
mold like when it freezes?
If you want to put it in mold, yeah, you could.
Yeah, but I mean, when it comes out of the freezer, what will it
It'll
come?
be kind of hard.
Oh, like a hard candy?
Yeah, it'll be like fudge when it comes out.
Oh, nice.
And I don't like to leave it out too long because because of the coconut oil, like I showed you how it can get hard and it gets soft. If you leave it out in too warm a place, it'll smell.
Oh, okay.
That's a good idea, because you have those little tiny things that
Little
are
molds.
Like a little candy sitting there.
Yes. Yeah, and little, like the cupcakes hold them. They come real
And what does the
small.
scripture say about honey? Put it on there.
It says, have you found honey? Eat only as much as you need, lest you be satisfied with it.
Well, I
Bless you,
have,
Lisa.
I
The
have,
Hebrew word there says satiated, which means you've like literally
Yes.
filled up on honey. So everything, you've got to be
Exactly.
careful on
Right.
sugars because sugars can be
What's that
very
all about?
addictive
Yeah.
if you
Girls
tend
and
to
not
have
honey.
problems with self-esteem. If you have problems with self-esteem, sugar is very addictive. Because most people want to go there to get their serotonin levels. Yeah, shopping can be one of them, definitely. So what you literally have to do is you have to stop. When you get that feeling, do something different.
Go to the library.
Talk to
and
yourself and
Go
tell
for a long
yourself
walk.
some good
Get a
things.
foreign film or
Tell yourself some good things about yourself. You'd be surprised that when you speak something out to yourself, how that affects your hypothalamus gland and your body. It responds to the word. The word is powerful.
Well, get some acid rock and bounce off the walls.
It is, because I remember when my dad had cancer, and he said he went to one of these classes to help encourage him to feel better about himself. He said he just couldn't do that.
To get
And
yourself out of that.
yeah, he couldn't bring himself to think all these good thoughts and so forth.
You know why? Is because he didn't think that he deserved it.
Correct.
That's why.
So he
We have
can
to
even
abandon
get
that.
to go,
You-
you can even go to good thoughts.
Yes.
You have to. I mean, that's one of the things about recovering from a disease, is we have to get right with ourselves. We have to love ourselves. Otherwise, we'll go through and help somebody with this, and if they just cannot get the program, and after the food just will not do it alone. And if you don't address the spiritual and the mental and the physical, if you don't do them all combined, and try for 6 to 12 months, we'll cheerfully refund your misery.
And I'll hail.
Okay, we're doing pumpkin seed eggnog now. This is great for the holidays. I had it last year at this time of year, and everybody just loved it. I brought this whole gallon in, and it was gone in a flash. So it comes out really good. This is 2 cups of coconut water, and we're going to put a half a cup of pumpkin seeds in it.
I heard you can get honey.
Okay.
I heard you can get honey at Costco. Big one.
Pumpkin seeds are amazing things. They're really good for the prostate.
I love pumpkin seeds.
Very high in zinc,
They taste delicious.
and they taste delicious, yes. And I didn't know this, but there's some pumpkin seeds that come in the pumpkin actually green without shells on them. And I didn't realize that. But there's actually some that do that, and I would like to really find out which ones those are. Because those are the ones I'm growing.
My mother always told me that if you lose your taste for salt and you're over salting things, just to reflect that you're missing zinc out of your system. And she would give me zinc, and it worked. I mean,
Wow.
I would use like a quarter of the salt, but I just couldn't make it salty.
Right.
Sitting there shaking all over the daylight.
Wow.
She said it was low on zinc.
So you've got a half a cup of pumpkin seeds in here, and a handful of cashews are in there.
And that's all raw, right?
And everything's raw. Yep, everything is raw. We're going to put a third of a cup of wet chia seeds. I've pre-wet these chia seeds. And the reason I'm using chia seeds is because you can use wet chia seeds like this to replace eggs in a recipe.
You
They've
saw
got
how
this.
gelled they were? They get really jelly.
So it's replacing the egg that you normally would have in eggnog.
What is a chia seed? Or
Oh,
what
a
is
chia
that?
seed is a little, these.
You seen the chia pet?
Yeah, remember the chia pets?
Same thing.
You've got to be kidding.
Yeah, they
No,
gel
no,
and they
same
stick to the
thing.
clay, and the clay is wet and
Oh,
it
you're
keeps-
joking, really?
No, no.
No, that's what it
And
is.
That's what they sprout.
And
They
they-
wasted on those things.
Yes. And they're awesome. You know, they have 5 times more calcium in them than milk
Where
does.
did they originate from?
Mexico.
Mexico. The problem with chia
Chia.
seeds is they have to get up to about 120 degrees in order to
For a whole
let their
week to
seeds
seed.
go. And so you can't just do them, you can't just grow them anywhere, you know,
That's why
otherwise
they're so
they'd be in my
expensive?
backyard, yes. They're an excellent source of dietary fiber, iron, and other minerals. They're low glycemic, and like I tell you all the time, they deliver the nutrients slowly to your body. They've also got more omega-3 in them than flaxseed does.
And we're going to have to do this on Mythbusters because one of the tales, I guess you could say, or
Fables.
fable, thank you, was that the Aztecs would do a tablespoon of this with a liter of water roughly, and they could march all day long with a full pack, just on that alone. That's pretty handy material to carry around. This would be a month's supply for a soldier. Because of the protein and everything else, the complex parts of it.
And the
It's one of the best
hydration
things there is
also.
to eat out here.
Because the hydration, the water won't go through them quite so quickly when they're on a forced march. It'll go slowly.
Is that 1 teaspoon?
This is 2 tablespoons of
Honey.
honey. Honey?
Honey, honey.
Honey, honey! Could I get you to get me a spatula, please? And I need dates. They say to put 3 large dates. These are not large dates. These are little teeny dates. So we're going to put more than 3.
The dates bigger than that?
Huh?
They have dates bigger than that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Medjool dates are like that big.
Oh, really?
Huge. And 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg.
That's a big thing of nutmeg you guys put in.
Yeah.
You grate your own
Source.
brown nutmeg.
And some dashes. This says 5 dashes of real salt. 1, 2,
Oh,
That's a lot of salt.
that's her dashes.
Hershey
What's
like-
that?
Hershey
Well, you
like
should
salt.
see her run, man.
My dashes are just a pinch.
I like big dashes. Okay, 1 teaspoon of vanilla.
It's a big fly.
With a fly component.
Okay, so we're going to blend it together until it's very smooth.
See,
So
we
here
don't
comes
have that kind of
noise.
blender. See,
No, but just to soak everything.
You
Soak
have
your
to
seeds.
soak everything.
Yeah, soak your seeds, so.
I get to be the first one to taste it.
Yeah, so if you drop, we know not to drink it.
I need some ice. Tastes good. Normally you put this in the fridge to let it sit for a while. Get it nice and cold.
Yeah.
So now you get to taste it. Now let me check
I
this.
know it. I'm looking at it already, I'm going.
And rather than drink
But then you
regular
eliminate
eggnog, this is
something
just
else.
much more healthier for you.
It's so much you can eliminate.
Like I was saying, it's really good for prostate health, and also for osteoporosis,
Parasites.
parasites.
Or
Yes,
the
you have-
pumpkin seeds.
It's also got anti-inflammatory benefits for arthritis. You've got, it's a great source of magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, iron, copper, and protein. Of course, zinc being way up there, it's got like 50%. It also helps lower cholesterol also.
It's really good.
I could drink this all day.
Debbie, this is a hit.
This is a hit,